Looks like it's working. Okay, welcome back, folks. I recorded this whole thing, or I thought I did, but turns out I didn't because frickin' Shadowplay decided it wanted to update again, and the way it holds everything hostage when it wants to do that is really offensive thing to me. I really hate it. It's one of the reasons why I don't buy games for consoles anymore. I don't play consoles anymore because they do the same thing. Oh, you want to use anything? Well, no, because we want to force an update on you, whether it has stuff you want or not, or even if it does anything really material. Nope. We're just going to take over. It drives me nuts, and it's the same thing. I got through the whole recording, and then nothing, because of the same damn thing. So, yay! Isn't that what you want to hear when you start watching a new episode from me? Right, well, it turns out I did this wrong anyways. There we go. I will go through the same stuff I went through a moment ago. Let us start where we should, though. Hey, look, an actually designed room. So, let's head back out here. And this hasn't changed, but it occurs to me, and what should be consistent with the rest of my design so far, is that there is a choke point between the outside world, all the pathogens, all the nasty bugs, all the chemicals, things like that, that might come in with the crew or waft in through the air. I mean, there's a force field on this side. Maybe I should put another force field here. I bet air is leaking right now, because this thing doesn't come with a force field. I'll get around to it, don't worry. Anyways, so a lot has changed, and this area will still be sort of like the hangar viewport, observer control center kind of thing. Maybe, actually, maybe it will extend downward and to the side so people can control from both sides. I like that. I'm going to put out a reminder. I'm done with these. I'm not done with these. Put out a reminder that I want that by doing something super temporary. Right here. Right here. Now that I've said it, I like it. Anyways, so the choke point. Coming through here. Let me turn off the jetpack. First things first. Let's get rid of that. Sanitation room. You come in, you want those chemicals and things off of you. And to make it easier... Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, hadn't I just done with this a moment ago? I love how there's a lag on the actual controls. Alright, so it was this color and this orientation. Okay, so sanitation room, you've got a couple of offices right... Oh! Thank you. Alright, you got a couple of offices right here, lots of showers, and some hand sanitizing sinks and some cabinetry, which is really top-notch. We've even got a little bit of a mild ultraviolet wash throughout the room, not enough to actually kill you, but enough to kill some of the microbes on you. And then basic light, and then this because I couldn't figure out where else to put real light, because every other line in here is, you know, blocking. So you wash up, and you come on through to the medical ward, the quarantine room. So you got a couple of actual medical stations. You've got some seating, well, not seating, whatever. You got some medical stations. There's more than is actually needed, because in game mechanics, all you have to do is touch it and you're healed, which is stupid, but less boring. You know, if you're in the middle of a combat or something, you probably don't want to just come in here and then have to sit on this thing for 30 minutes while you slowly heal up. But in a realistic universe where that would be the case, I mean, even 30 minutes is pretty wicked advanced. Well, you might need capacity for even a small crew. What if there's more than one person injured at a time? What if you're no longer injured, but you still need to rest? Well, there's room for that, and then there's washing, and I'll put in some walls later. So this is an ongoing thing. What else applies? What else needs to be covered? Oh, so, yeah. The change has put in a couple of passageways or tunnels. The roof is a little funky, but I'm not sure I dislike it. They have a viewport, which is nice. The same is true on the other side. And this is how cargo goes. Still bottlenecks over there, which is mildly unfortunate. Like, if it's going to bottleneck, why bother with any of this? Well, unfortunately, I'm trying to use the contours of the ship to their full capacity. And then, presuming we had the engineering thing here, you're at this... Whoops. Okay, you're at this level, and you can walk into what would be the sort of engine areas on either side, which you can see I've got something going finally. I'm hoping it's not enough to give away the design, but I'm also... It's probably not. But anyways, because this is critical stuff here, and because it's technically kind of... Well, maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe you cannot reach this area from down here. But let's assume someone grappled their way up and there wasn't force fields and stuff like that. You know, you'd want some added protection. Also some added protection in case stuff here like explodes and causes like a hydrazine or a, you know, hexafluorine, whatever the junk, and you know you don't want it spreading into the ship or even out into the wild here. Let's see. Here we're starting to get to our full length. That is the final like edge. That's as far out as the engines will stick. They kind of taper off here. You've got the access points and then a whole lot of power and engineering and giant thrusters and stuff. We also have what from the original game is the laser hardpoint. It only has one. However, it also assumed that the dimensions of such weapons were much larger than can actually be presented in this game. This game doesn't have giganto things. So I'm just saying, I'm going to space a few out as if they were one. That does now mean this thing could technically target more than one thing at a time, which the original ship in the original game cannot do. But, you know, automated, they will generally pick all the same target and work on it. And then there were these missile hardpoints, one on either side. These are awfully small compared to what they would be in game, so I might cluster them up as well, but that's a thing for another time. And I think that's as much as has happened. So yeah, come again next time. There will be more. And, gosh, I have to make a theme song for this. Something that actually utilizes the theme song from the game itself, which is wicked dissonant and not pleasant to listen to on modern speakers, though was, I'm sure, miraculous back in when this game was made, and put some nice stuff around it and make it less dissonant and cool, because I, like all the other ships, I want to put out a sort of faux ad. Here, come to Valdroy Forge and buy this cruiser. And, you know, the ad has to be kind of like an extended, you know, SUV commercial, which I technically in real life hate those commercials, but anyways, there you go. Come again, or else.